Howdy brothers and sisters out there in YouTube land. This here's Grateful Panic, and I've got another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Ganzo FH11 and FH13. And I decided, since they're both so similar and the differences really consist of pretty much handle material and the difference in finish on the blade and the coating on the hardware, just go ahead and do both of these guys in one video. It really didn't warrant two separate videos. But before we get into those guys there, let's go ahead and knock this panic dump out of the way and let you guys check out what I was carrying today. And today in my pocket I had the Bird Raven 2, and I did a good bit of box breaking down today, so you can see some tape schmutz on this guy. And I also had the Victorinox Climber and the Olight S1R Baton 2. Oh, and not to leave anybody out, I had the Holiday Leatherworks organizer with the GEC number 54 Big Jack and my not so tactical pen, and of course the Holiday Leatherworks minimalist wallet. And on my belt today I had the Buck 110 Light, and like I've said before, this has become pretty much a fixture. It rides on my belt pretty much every day. And the Bark River Knives Aurora. And I guess that means it's time to show you guys what I'm drinking on today. And today I'm drinking on a little bit of ATL from Second Shelf Brewing Company from ATL, Georgia. It's a nice pale ale, really tasty stuff. And with that being said, guys, it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. And before we get to the meat and taters of these knives, let's go ahead and get the measurements out of the way. And what I'm gonna do is actually do the 11 first, since it comes first in numerical order. But both of these guys have the same dimensions, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the measurements on both of them, and then we'll do the rest separately. And these guys have a closed length of 4 5/8 inches. They got an overall length of 8 1/8 inch, a blade length of 3 5/8 inches, and a cutting edge of 3 1/8 inch. And weight wise, as far as the number 11 goes, oh come on guy, don't let us down. The scale, it literally just worked a couple of minutes ago, and sorry for that loud noise guys, but sometimes if it don't work, you just got to smack it around a little bit. But not this time, apparently. Hold on, I got one more thing to try. Do a little bit of that, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Well, it's not going to work, but I did weigh them earlier, so I can tell you that this guy right here weighs 3.9 ounces. So moving on, material-wise, we've got G10 handle scales, some nice machined and textured G10 handle scales with the little Ganzo Firebird logo there, if you can see it. We got stainless steel hardware all the way around. We got a nice G10 back spacer here, which in it pretty much makes it almost completely open construction. with just this little bit closed off right here. And I like the way they configured this back spacer here, leaving a little pivot pin right there for you to get a lanyard pin right there for you to get some, and it will fit 550 cord. You might have to burn the end because it's not going to go through there frayed. But if you melt the end, and you can thread it through and put you a nice lanyard on there. Pre-made lanyard is not going to go because it's not going to fit 2 strands of 550 cord through there. Pocket clip wise, we got a nice deep carry stainless steel pocket clip, and on this model it is right hand tip up only. And I'm digging this nice beveled pivot screw that they have in there. It's it's kind of plain, but at the same time it gives it a really classy look, in my opinion. Blade wise, we're looking at a nice high flat grind on a drop point blade with a nice belly on it. I'm digging this blade shape right here, and I've used this guy pretty extensively over the past week or so, and it is an excellent cutter and slicer. I did put a KME edge on it, and it's held that edge rather well. I haven't done anything but the occasional stropping since I sharpened it, and it's held up pretty nicely. And I've put it through some cardboard and paracord and other things. Done a little food prep with it, and like I said, I haven't had to sharpen it at all. Got a little bit of jimping right here on the spine, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you it's very it's not functional at all. It wants to grab your thumb, but it just can't. It's like the little engine that could, but quickly figured out that it actually couldn't. This is a manual opening flipper. There are no thumb studs. You've just got the flipper tab, and there's a little bit of jimping on the flipper tab, and it is not at all uncomfortable. It does not dig into your finger. It actually gives you a nice little grip when you're deploying this knife. And I'm gonna say that the action on this guy is pretty phenomenal, and it's versatile too, because you can open it light switch style and also push button style. And push button style with this guy is definitely my favorite, because I mean it rockets out. Push button, yeah, that's some pretty nice stuff. It is riding on bearings, and it's not drop shut, but it falls shut pretty well with just a little shake. Very hydraulic. The centering is spot on. Fit and finish wise, this guy is absolutely phenomenal, and I'm very impressed. And actually, all of the Ganzo knives, this new D2 line that I've had in hand, the fit and finish on them is just pretty much, they knocked it out of the park. Like the one issue that I mentioned on the 31 was the detent catching a little late upon closing, but this guy, I mean, you can let it hit your thumb and then boom. Just absolutely phenomenal action. Like I said, I'm very impressed with what Ganzo has been doing, and I hope they keep it up, because if they do, that's going to be pretty exciting, because I mean, for the price, you absolutely can't beat these guys. Moving on to the FH13, and I do remember the weight on this guy. It was right at exactly 4 ounces. So this is only 1/10 of an ounce lighter than this guy, and this one here has a full stainless steel frame. And the thing is, on this, you can't see it, I don't think. Maybe, yeah, right there a little bit. There is no skeletonizing it. The liners are not machined at all whatsoever. And on this guy, I hope I can catch it. they're actually, if you can see right there, you've got some pockets that are machined out for weight reduction. And I guess it did the job, because you got a full stainless steel frame here, and it's only 1/10 of an ounce heavier than the G10 liner lock. And the finish on this stainless steel frame is black wash, and I think it's a really cool looking black wash. It's got some lines in there. I don't know if you can pick it up, but it's got a really cool visual appeal to it. Your hardware on this one is all black coated stainless steel hardware. You've got a black washed stainless steel deep carry pocket clip, and on this one it's actually right hand or left hand tip up carry, which I thought was pretty cool, and I feel like they could have done it on this guy without too much extra production costs, but I guess they just decided not to. And the only difference blade wise on this one, and they are both in D2 steel, and the only difference blade wise on this one it has a black wash finish. And this guy is actually a frame lock, but the action closing is exactly the same. I mean, you can disengage the lock bar, let it hit your thumb, and it just falls shut very, very hydraulically. But one difference with this one that I prefer over the G10 version is that's all, folks. The detent is a little bit stronger on this guy, and it actually builds up that little bit of pressure when you're engaging the flipper tab, and this guy rockets out. I mean, it's pretty insane, and that was light switch. You didn't have to put any of that added pressure where you kind of build up the pressure and then release. I mean, that was light switch. And push button, I mean, it's the action on this is absolutely insane. And the only reason that I chose as my favorite, I chose the 21 over the 13, is that the action is actually a little bit quicker. On this one, it's not what I would call sluggish, but it's a little bit slower than the 21. The 21's a little more snappy than this guy. I mean, there's just a tiny bit of lag when it opens, but I mean, that's nitpicking right there. Ergonomics wise, I will say that I prefer these over the 21 because they're just a little bit more comfortable in my hand than the 21 was. And you know, they look kind of blocky, but it's kind of that same concept with the rake P801. It looks blocky, but it's very very comfortable. You got this nice finger groove here, and I mean, that just makes all the difference in the world, because even though there's no cutout or anything, no swell, it's just a straight line. It's very comfortable in hand. So that, guys, is the final chapter of the ExtravaGanzo, and that means that in the comments of this video, I need you guys to vote on your favorite out of the, and you know, I should have brought the other two up here with me, and I will actually pause and go get those. Alright, so thanks to the wonders of modern technology, like 2 minutes in my time passed and less than a second in your time passed. And if we think about that real hard, we could cause a rip in the space-time continuum and in the world as we know it. But seriously, I want you guys to vote on your favorite out of these four. And the winner of this vote will be the knife that, or one of the knives that is included in the 300 subscriber thank you giveaway. And oh, also as an announcement, my good friend and our awesome Grateful Panic family member, brother J.R. Rodriguez, contacted me today, and he is sending something to include in the giveaway. And I don't know what it is, and so when it comes in, I'll do an unboxing and we'll find out together. But thank you, JR, for that. That's really, really awesome of you. I appreciate the crap out of it. And you know, that's the type of people we have in this community, is just these awesome, generous people. And as an added note, if you guys aren't already members of the Sharp Spot group on Facebook, I'll drop a link in the description below, and you guys check that out. JR is our fearless leader over there, and he's a great guy. I mean, absolutely awesome guy. I'm very, very proud to call him my brother. So again, thank you, JR. But these four right here are what you're choosing from as far as the Ganzo offerings in the giveaway. So we've got the FH13, and there's that detent issue. We've got the FH21, and the FH11, and the FH13. So like I said, just comment below your vote for your favorite out of these, and the winner will be in the giveaway. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Again, thank you, JR. I appreciate all you do for this community. You are definitely a huge part of this community, and one of my mentors, and I appreciate the crap out of you. And thank you, Grateful Panic family members. I appreciate the crap out of each and every one of you. You know, thank you for your subscriptions, your comments, your likes. You guys are certainly the most awesome YouTube family on the face of the planet, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And with that being said, guys, this is Grateful Panic signing off. And remember, guys, stay alert, stay alive, and hey, how about do something nice for somebody today? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.